Obsession, Star Trek Original Series, Season 2. This is a really good one. Let's talk about it using my space system. Story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best you can get. I don't even need my notes for this one. I'm going to give the storyline a 2 out of 2. This was awesome. So it checks a lot of boxes. Alien life form, new planet, problem to solve, threat level, right? Everything that you want. The party lands on a planet. This gas thingy, life form, kills some of the guys, extracts all their blood cells, red blood cells, and they're dead. And Kirk's like, oh my God, this happened before. I wiped out half the crew, killed my captain, my former captain. I was there, I hesitated. Now I want to find this thing, and that's where the obsession comes from. Okay, this seems like it is kind of a simple story. Why am I giving it a 2? Well, I'm giving it a 2 because it's all done so well. As things progress, you start to be like, and this goes right into pacing, which I'll just talk about right now, which is also a 2 out of 2. There's a lot of tension, for me at least, in this one, because they're chasing this thing. First, you got to convince people that A, it's a thing and not just some anomaly, and that it exists even. But there's also the heightened tension, but also there's a time factor because they got to get these supplies to this this outpost or whatever, and they got to meet up with the ship and get these medical supplies. So there's a time limit on the supplies. Everyone's sort of like, Kirk, like, are you kind of like, are you obsessing over this? Like, you know, but you know, as a viewer, that he's right. So it's kind of cool because you know he's right. So you're like, well, yeah, shit, we gotta stop this thing. We know, you know. There's like the former guy's father is there who was killed by the thing. So this guy wants to get in there as well. And he hesitated. He had a shot at the cloud. He hesitated. Great stuff with that. I'll get to the characters momentarily. Yeah, it's so awesome. For the artistry, I'm also going to give it a 2 out of 2. You know, the cloud's pretty cool. Everything looks good. When they're extracting the guy's blood and everything, that looks really, they're all dead there. The cloud moved pretty cool, and like when they're fighting it in space and like it turns around, you're like, oh shit, and when it comes forward, you're like, that's cool. I really liked everything. It looked awesome in this one. Characters, 2 out of 2. This was just an awesome character thing. Everybody's kind of on fire in here, and again, one of these episodes where everyone's got a point and you see their point. I mean, ultimately, you're on Kirk's side because you know Kirk's right. Like, this cloud is not just some random anomaly cloud that just appears. It can change its form. It's smart. It's turning, attacking. Like, Spock's like, oh shit, this thing turned and came forward. So, okay, that's a life form. That's not just some anomaly, because a random cloud vapor is not going to actively come after you, right? Yeah, I don't know. Even the guy, like the stuff with the guy who didn't fire, because Kirk sees himself as that guy and blames himself. That was great. And you're like, dude, it's like, it's a cloud. Like, even if you shot it, wouldn't have mattered. It was a great moment where they shoot the phasers and it's like, no effect. It's like, oh, there was never going to be effect. Spock's great in this one. Oh, I don't know, just like everything that happened. This is one of these episodes where, like, obviously the enjoyment's 2 out of 2, so I'm giving it a 10. This is one of these ones where, like, I have to do a commentary. This is going to be a short video because there's not really anything for me to even nitpick on. I would have to literally sit there. I can do a review here. That's 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and just tell you it's awesome. It's 10 out of 10. Or the alternative is I have to sit down with you and do like a commentary and tell you every scene as it goes, how awesome everything that happens. It's like, oh, that's awesome because of this reason. That's awesome. Like, sometimes the negative ones, the videos can tend to go a little long. The positive ones, there's so much good they could go long as well. But I'm trying to keep these under 10 minutes. I just don't know what else to say. Like, you're gonna, if you've never seen this one, for some reason you've popped on this video by some random feed and you're not a Star Trek person, you got to check this one out. It's friggin' awesome. And for the Trekkies, we you know it's awesome. So I love this episode. I think it's great. 10 out of 10. Easy 10 out of 10. No notes. Don't need to look down at my note. Like, it's like I got everything that happens is great. All the character stuff is awesome. And the cloud's formidable. Like, it changes its friggin' composition and stuff. You're like, okay, it's like they can't scan it. And Kirk is obsessed with it, I guess, but you can see why. He's not just angered. He's not angry just to be angry. Like, you know, and you could say it's like a Moby Dick kind of a thing, sure. But I don't know. It all came together great in this one, so I love it. 10 out of 10. Let me know in the comments what you thought. If you like my space system, please like the video and check out my friend Clobberin Time's channel. They do a Saturday night Star Trek show every Saturday. You can't miss it. It's great. They talk about 4 episodes and dissect them. It's awesome. That's it, everybody. Until next time.